Following our trashy talk show host theme, we are now going to type Montel Williams, also another 90s great. I don't know how long his show was on after that, but Antonia is joining us from the void of not knowingness, but or do you know who he is?
No,
Yeah, he's
You're
it'll
in
be
for a
fresh.
treat.
and this may end up being like a bit of a typing of Sylvia Browne at the same time. We'll see where this goes. Psychic Sylv. Um, and also Holly is joining us too.
Sorry for the photo bombing in the background.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay, so well we can look at Montel Williams. Oops. He's got a little style.
He does for sure.
Ooh, might be social self-pres or one influence here. I have no idea what he's been up to, so I don't know. Wendy Williams feud. I have a theory, okay, about celebrity feuds. It's like always three wing fours and seven wing eights, or like there's like some kind of range, or like eight wing seven. It's like there's always these celebrity feuds that are like these certain types. Um, but I don't know what it's about, so he might not be that type. And here he looks like a six. Sorry, Holly.
It's all right. I can handle it. Disheveled. Shirt not buttoned all the way. He's trying his best to look professional, but he forgot the iron. I don't know.
Total three wing four heart.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
I
Montel.
like Tucker Carlson's face there, like, ugh. Ah.
I actually love Tucker Carlson, which will
He's
probably
really
get us
funny. Yeah.
unfollows. Every time I say anything like that, we get unfollows.
Oh well. I'll
Bye.
double follow. He's entertaining. You don't have to like him.
There is a real suaveness about this guy. He could be a three. He's kind of doing.
He does have like that like professional like put together persona and caring about how he appears, aesthetics.
He dated Kamala. Oof.
Oh, that's
Oh shit, that was her hoe era.
whoa.
We're going right off course.
I did not know that.
Oh, she was one of his girlies. Oh my God, amazing. I like old Kamala better.
Yeah, she's got like a near nipple slip going on right there. I saw that
Look
right
at
away.
his face. Oh yeah. I'm having some fun later with these
Oh
two.
yeah, baby.
Thank you for saving my life.
Welcome, and thanks so much for joining us today. You know, this week we're celebrating our 17 years of the Montel Williams Show as we prepare for our grand finale on Friday. And people always come up to me and ask me, Montel, who was your favorite guest? And I got to tell you, we've had one guest that's been with us since really almost day one. She is the longest running guest in daytime television, and she's been on the set since 1991. You know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about world-renowned psychic Sylvia Browne, and you got to take a look at her first appearance on the show. Please welcome my very special guest, Sylvia Browne.
Or like
39 years.
39 years.
Sorry, I got like swept up in it.
that's the way they were clapping.
Oh. I feel like she's an A-wing 9 or something, but I don't know. I don't know what his type is. Yeah, he seems like an assertive type though, either way.
Yeah, for sure. Right away.
Yeah.
I think Psychic Sylvia episodes were on Wednesdays in Canada because I literally did used to skip school to watch them. She used to always make these predictions, if I'm remembering, that California was going to fall into the ocean, and this was a very long time ago. Didn't happen.
I remember those.
Yeah.
That was the what was it called? El Nino era.
Oh, she saved some children, but I feel like I remember reading all these stories about how she would like tell people that their kids were dead and then the kids would turn up alive and it was
Oh man, awkward.
Do you have any first impressions, Antonia?
None on her, but for him, I could easily say image type. He could be something else, but there's nothing saying not image type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He could be double or triple assertive even.
Yeah,
He had image type.
Yeah,
7-3,
assertive too.
3-7.
He looks imagey, like not in all the photos, but
Yeah.
When did you first realize that you were psychic?
They say when I was 3, but when I first began to realize it was when I was 5.
5. And I mean, what was the first realization that you were
I
psychic?
told my mother that my father was having an affair.
Yeah,
she's a six, she's got a 6 fix maybe.
You all want to know the same things. How am I going to do in life?
Is there Mr. Right coming into my life?
Am I spiritually okay?
Who was I in my last life? Were either one of my daughters ever important in a past life?
Does God love me?
Do you see anything good in my love life?
Does God love me? I like she's giving me like 8-wing-9 Toad Mama energy. It's like down in the
Toad
swamp
Mom.
to do the readings for the
Toad Mom, totally. Oh man,
look at her
why am I not a Toad Mom? I want to be a Toad Mom. Dang it.
When I was
Sounds cool.
Am I forgiven?
She must be a smoker. Just
You know what though? I think certain types just I honestly think 8 women, this is so rude and not doesn't apply to everybody, but I think a lot of 8 women just seem kind of ratchet after a certain age. I'm sorry to all the 8s out there. Doesn't apply to all of them, but I think there's like a combo. Maybe it's like 8-wing-9 with 7-wing-6, and maybe she's an 8-7-4. I don't know. She's kind of got it's almost like
I'd say 4 in there for sure. Yeah.
there's something just kind of rancid about her. I kind of like the idea of interplaying their types here. Okay.
Women that are going to be in your life. You settle for the more voluptuous one.
But has he met these women yet?
I don't think so. No, his love life has been really kind of flat as a.
She's going by his appearance, I think.
Could be 7 fixed. Fuck. Just rude.
next years, maybe with respect to my love life or money?
Really, it's not that I want to negate your love life, but the money situation looks like the best.
Better than the love life?
Uh-huh. Better
Really?
than the love life, yeah.
No, what just happened? My mom's going
Get a kitty.
bottom of life. No, you know, over the years, thousands of
I
people
got you.
ask questions about their own lives, but today you're going to get an opportunity to find out about Sylvia's life.
I grew up in a middle-class family in Kansas City, Missouri. At 3 years old, they told me that I knew who was coming, who was going to ring the phone. At 5, I was sitting on the couch facing 2 of my great-grandmothers, because in my family we lived to be so old, and I saw their faces run, which scared me to death. Not knowing at the time until my maternal grandmother, thank God I had her, who was a psychic, said that means that they're going to pass over to God's house, is how she put it. And within 2 weeks, both of them were dead.
Oh my god. Definitely not remotely the same type as Montel, that's for dang sure.
She don't got polish, one would say. Oh, he's gonna cry. Oh, we might get his 3 Genesis
Tyson.
story here.
Yeah.
View that interview, he'd been convicted of rape.
And the only group that had interviewed him in prison was 60 Minutes. So we were the only one who got that interview. And back then, his lawyers were fighting it crazy. But now, a lot of people don't know. I happened to be at the Black Street Union Convention, or no, it was the back then we were holding conventions across the country in Indiana.
In Indiana.
And I was there and present when Mike Tyson met Desiree Washington. I was in the room.
So you had known and followed the people
followed the
involved in
story.
this story. So when you got there to interview him, because now in talk shows, people try to negotiate behind the scenes what you can and cannot ask. And that's why a lot of guests we've not booked, because if you're going to talk, you're going to talk. So you were there and you said, we're going to talk.
Absolutely. And Mike agreed to it. And part of the reason why was because I said what I was going to do is I did another show right after that interview where we did a mock trial, a separate trial on Mike Tyson and whether or not he was guilty. And I mean, I know the Me Too movement is, and we know Mike has admitted himself that he literally was one of those people who was a perpetrator. He's admitted that along the way. And back then, Mike wasn't a...
I'm wondering if he's like a 3-wing 4-6-8, maybe even. It's almost like there's... Do you still think he could be an image type, Antonia, or?
Yeah. I would need to see more of him, but just the way he holds himself, the way he talks, he's very aware of being filmed and the fact that he's putting on a performance. So
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
aggressive perpetrator and violent to women, and he literally maybe did some things that you're not supposed to do. But in this particular situation with he and Desiree Washington, there were so many facts that never came out. So on our show, we literally did a mock trial and presented other evidence. And
That's pretty six-heady. I don't really know that I want to watch all this shit about like did Mike Tyson rape people. Why has nothing come? Why is it he's like so intrinsically tied to psychic Sylvia? It's like it's just all her.
Yeah. It's just a big guess, I guess.
We're soaking up Montel. Even at the commercial break.
Welcome back to DBL. Health is wealth, right? We've all heard this, but this man
God,
right
these
here
all
is
suck.
living proof. Montel, you were diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, commonly known as MS, in 1990.
Oh, I
We've
didn't know
actually used you as an example on our show of someone thriving with the disease, but MS has the highest rate of depression amongst all neurological diseases. How are you today?
well, I got to tell you something. I went through that bout. I went through a really tough time when I first got diagnosed. I went to see a doctor who had the audacity to tell me that I was going to be in a wheelchair in 10 years. And I was like, you don't know me. How can you? Crystal ball. If you were God, nobody would be sick. So doctors aren't God. How?
Yeah, this is a little David Goggins. I think he's the 3-6-8 try, like regardless of.
Yeah.
There's like kind of this whole thing I've noticed with that trifix that's like, God's in my corner, like we're gonna do it together, like I've got the power, I'm gonna like claim my power. Like I'm not trying to mock it, but I guess it's because it's like the warrior kind of try in some ways. It's like higher purpose. I mean, he's kind of like boisterous, like heady in some ways, but I feel like it's just like if he's like triple reactive adjacent, maybe, or
Yeah, I definitely say at least like 3, probably first.
he reminds me of my dad.
does
Like,
he?
Whoa.
I'm being so real. Yeah, my dad's a 3-wing too. And he has to do interviews like this and stuff like that. And just the way that they act, like they asked him a very hard question, like you've been diagnosed with this disease and how are you? And he's just like, yeah, they told me I would be in a wheelchair and they don't know me. He's just like, he's not engaging with his actual emotions about it. He's very much, I guess, like about to tell a story. He's not like, damn, how am I? I don't know. What I'm saying make sense? Like it's giving, I'm putting on a performance and I'm suppressing my emotions and I'm going to look good in front of the camera while I do it type of vibe.
Yeah, that's well explained.
Yeah. I'm glad we have you on the 3 intel. Yeah, it could be 3-wing too. That's a good point.
I paid attention to the fact that, I said to myself, if I'm going to have this disease, I'm going to know everything I can learn about it. So I jumped in 2 feet. I went to the library because that was before there was internet. And I started studying everything I could study about the illness. And I realized that very quickly that one of the greatest nemesis of MS is inflammation. So I sought about doing everything that I could do to reduce the inflammation in my body. I started working on new breakthrough experimental protocols that have done me well. I know that you guys have talked about Selma on the show, and also Christine.
And Christina Applegate?
I've talked to both of them.
Really?
I actually went over to Selma's house, and we spent some time together. You know,
It might be social Dom. They love to name social 3 name dropping. I mean, might not be, but
No, I think social, for sure. Now, is he social as sexual? Maybe?
I don't
Hard to
know.
say.
Yeah, it is hard to say. I mean, I want to say social self-pres, but he does have like flair.
He does, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm not sure on his head like wing, but I feel like it's probably 6 wing 5 though, but that's based off like just some impression out of the ether.
Ask Vincent.
Then maybe 6 wing 7, but he could be 6 wing 7, 8 wing 7, and then he would have like double wing 7s.
Yeah, that would
Like,
explain a lot too.
workshopping here.
Go to your brother.
What's your dad's stacking? Do you know, Antonia? We'll just base this off your dad's type.
I think he's 358. So same as
358.
yeah, my dad. Not this guy, my dad. Because he's very. I think he's double competency, if I am right about that. And yeah, I don't know if this guy would be 5.
I think
The
he's
only hint towards that would be like I researched everything about it, which is how I would react if I was diagnosed with something. But the way he handled it was very much competency to me, it sounds like. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It could just be competency and assertive, like core, where it's like, I'm not letting this happen to me. Like I'm taking charge. Because even like I would do that, and I'm an assertive type. Okay, and you would too. So maybe it is like 3 wing 2, 6 wing 5. I like how we're basing this off anecdotal stuff.
Yeah, if I found out I had MS, I would like learn every single thing about it.
Yeah.
And like not make a decision, and like I'd have to know everything.
Yeah.
First. Yeah.
Yeah, I go down rabbit holes just for the hell of it. So it's like,
Yeah, so do I.
I don't believe doctors about anything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have Lyme's disease, and
Fuck.
I self-diagnosed myself, and then I just found a doctor who could confirm my hypothesis.
It's called a PONS device that literally just got FDA approval for MS, mild to moderate gait imbalance. I know this is going to be something that could help them, so I'm so glad that you guys have an opportunity to talk about it here, because there's a lot of other people out there that are suffering. They don't know about the fact that this device is now available here in the United States. I use it every single day, and it is part of the reason why I think I've had the balance and gait that I have. But, you know, MS is one of those illnesses that doctors didn't know as much as they need to know about it, so they would give these prognoses that were like so dire. I don't want to get busy dying. I want to get busy living. And so what I've done since my diagnosis is everything I can do to not just help myself, but to share it with others and help them. So I work on things like, I'm working on a protocol right now that is one of the only cures for PTSD in the world. It's called...
I like love this so much. It's like he's just so exemplifying the whole like I guess like the attachment and also assertive, but it's like social. It's like I've been through this journey and now I'm gonna share it with the people and like I'm gonna heal the people. Yeah, I think it is probably is 3 wing 2.
Would this be similar to positive reframing or no? Is it different of what he's talking about? Like I'm going through something awful, but I'm turning it into a great experience for myself and for other people.
I see it more as like double assertive. Like I think it's like 3-8 because it's like I'm not gonna let this disease kill me. Like I'm gonna fucking take charge of my narrative. I'm gonna take charge of my story. Like no one defeats me but me. Not that he wants to defeat himself, but it does remind me a lot of like David Gogginisms. Like I don't really get 6 off him, but
Okay. I'm still learning about what that looks like exactly. So I was curious because that reminded me of it slightly.
But I think like 3 is kind of reframed too, though, because it's like your narrative, right? It's like I'm the star. Like, I'm not really going to see myself as like the loser in this character arc, you know? Unless
Yeah.
it's to your benefit. Or it's like, I'm a loser just so I can become a winner again. I do think he's six head. Um,
Mhm.
like it's like he does want to use it to help people, and I like that he did take charge, and now he's like working on cures and stuff. That does seem like a very assertive, also like industrious.
Right. Yeah.
RTM. It's so powerful that the country of Ukraine and Poland, we've now trained 40 clinicians there. They're begging us to train another 150 because this is a bona fide by the
No
government.
more Jace.
Approves all psychological protocols. One of the only.
You know, and he kind of he doesn't. It's like he does remind me of Alex Jones, but he doesn't. It's like I there is a thing with this try. It's like there's this sort of, it's like preachy, but not in a preacher way. It's more like, we're powerful. We're the creators of our reality. It's we will not be
Yes.
defeated. Montel seems to be almost like on point or something, like difference between like 3-6-8 versus like 6-8-3, where it's like he's directing his energy where he want like sort of bring it back to his narrative instead of it being like he doesn't also seem that self-deprecating as someone like Alex Jones, but
Yeah. Yeah, Alex definitely does on occasion.
it's not me, it's the audience, it's not me, it's you buy my supplements, it's all because of you. I don't think
I remember
Montel's doing that.
yeah, Alex's trial where they're like this is from your phone. He's like
And he's got more pimp vibes, like he's got more
Yeah,
like
he does. Yeah.
cool guy. I'm the cool guy. Like, I'm one of you, and you know, and I fight for what's right, but like
I
I'm
can smell the cologne.
Yeah.
To the picture.
What do you think it smells like?
Oh, musk.
Musk.
Musky.
And he does have a Kanye
Too
West
strong.
thing.
Yes.
Like, wait,
But
was
he
it?
never had his like moment. Where
I
he's
think
like blurring a black thing over his face.
I think Kanye West might be honestly like dead, or like now that I'm revealing myself as a real conspiracy theorist, because the guy like new Kanye, that doesn't even look like Kanye. They're not even the same size or height. It's weird. It's
Oh man, that's like the
very
Kim
weird.
Jong-un thing from like a few years ago. Like they thought he was replaced.
He could have been.
Yeah, I like conspiracy theories too. And in fact, when people say they don't like them, I'm like, well, we'll never be friends.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like have an open mind. It's like not so serious, you know, like, but the masks they
Have
make,
fun.
yeah, have fun with the end of the world. Like also it's like the masks that they make are crazy. Like they can make, and like people have been caught wearing them before. Like that they look so real that I'm like, I honestly think that Kanye could have been replaced. I haven't looked down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, and recordings too. That can like totally change like what you say on a recording also.
Yeah, he
Like,
like holds himself differently, and yeah, I think it was like after his last spin out. I don't know. I hope he's still alive.
maybe he's just or he's like heavily medicated now. He's always been talking about like that too.
Yeah, he's being reprogrammed, because also the other thing too is like once you get to a certain level of fame, like that's when the like handlers start moving in. I'm pretty far down this rabbit hole. I've been down the Illuminati rabbit hole for like a decade now, but it's like they condition, like it's like they put people in place to like manage you even outside of your desire to be managed. It's like so that you're not like, if you get too much influence, it's like it's kind of like Scientology.
Oh yeah.
Like
too much of a target on your back.
yeah, because they don't want you disrupting their status quo or their agenda. They're the 1% anyways.
Yeah.
This pose, I mean, yeah, he has to have super ego influence somewhere, so it could be 3-wing 2s, 6, 8. It's a little bit preaching. I do lean social self-pres, but
called RTM, RTM, reconsolidation of traumatic memories. This works. 9 out of 10 people who do it, guess what? Completely remit all their symptoms of PTSD in 5 to 10 hours. No medication.
What? That can
But
get
it's
rid of
fun. Why? Because
addiction
it's
and shame.
But what's happened is we live in a country where they look at illness as a opportunity to make more money.
Oh, yeah.
And this is something that's going to cause a little difficulty in the industry. So I think, you know,
Truth telling Montel. Hell yeah.
rather than being a cottage industry where you're making a lot of cash, this is something that could start helping us. And remember, since COVID, almost 60% of the people who spent more than 2 days in the hospital for COVID are suffering from some form of PTSD.
Right.
30 to 40% of all of our first responders are suffering from PTSD. This is going to be our biggest nightmare in the next 10 years, and the cure is here now.
That's so angering to me.
Oh, geez.
So assertive.
And then be double assertive.
He's so passionate too. It's funny because I remember when I was watching Kanye West videos ages ago, I was like, how is he not a 6? He's so like reactive. But there's like that lack of humility, I think, that when 6s get reactive, it's like Alex Jones, but there's still this like grounded in reality sort of like you guys are with me, right? Like, and he's not, he's like directing the show. Montel.
Yeah,
Well,
he is for sure.
3-wing too. What do you think about his head wing? Like if it's 6-wing,
Maybe 7.
and then maybe like 8-wing 7. Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, like the double 7.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah, I like that too, especially because he does seem a little bit heady. Like he seems kind of vibrant.
Right, yeah.
So okay, so double positive.
A little bit of a fun playfulness to him.
Yeah, he likes to party. All right, I see that face. I wonder if he ever fucked Sylvia Browne.
Oh.
Well, we
Probably
can
not.
segue this into Sylvia now. Psychics. I wonder what she looked like.
All that visual's in there.
she
That's
would
really
be,
in there.
she would be on top. It'd be like
I was already thinking that.
it'd be like an incubus succubus situation. Like
He's smoking afterwards because he
She's
needs a
the-
cigarette.
she's the one who gave him MS.
Oh,
She sucked the life out of him.
she predicted MS. He predicted MS 2 days before.
Yeah. Look at this woman. She just looks so miserable.
She looks like an angry bus driver.
Oh my god, totally. And she does have the moo thing that I put in the like 8-wing 9-9
What?
8 space. All of her outfits are moo-moos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Younger, I used to wish that I could shut it off because until my grandmother told me I could dim my light, it was always on. I would find I didn't want to be in crowds of people because I would pick up everything: a sick stomach, a headache, a divorce, a death. And now I can go through groups and dim the light, as we say. I'm the only one in the family that went to psychologists, psychiatrists.
I mean, that's a little bit SP problems and maybe like boundary stuff. So that could be autonomy related,
Mm-hmm.
like gut center stuff. Maybe. This is like her whole journey. Oh, wait, it just for like 5 more seconds.
And was tested and everything else. And my grandmother said to me, "Why are you doing that?" And I said, "Well, we could be 300 years of schizophrenics and we don't know it." All of the reports I can show to you came back and said, "Sylvia's very normal. She's very outgoing. She doesn't need a secondary personality, but she has something very paranormal happening." At 71
Sure.
years,
A doctor said that? I mean, it's
that's
pretty cool doctor to think that. Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's just making all of
It
this.
sounds like it.
R.I.P. Sylv.
if I didn't have passion for it, I would be dead by now. I really, really love it. I mean, everybody that knows me, seen me in concert or heard me on the phone, I've never lost my enthusiasm. When that day comes, I'll stop.
Over the years, Sylvia's made some amazing predictions. Take a look at just a few.
Sylvia, were either one of my daughters ever important in a past life of mine?
No, and neither were any of us.
Well,
Okay.
lady.
She doesn't mince words. Like, she's very just like,
No, she doesn't. Yeah.
I wonder if she's even social blind, like, or a social last. Like, I mean, I'm not getting SX off her, but she just got this real density to her that's just like,
I wonder what she looked like when she was like really young. What if she was like a total bombshell?
this is what came up. It's like nothing. This is her young.
He looks like a gym, like a health teacher in that picture
Totally.
from like the 90s.
Let's ask you about some people here. We know that more people have a child. Do you have anything to say about that?
No, I don't think they will.
Those earrings, damn.
I would love them to, but I don't think they will.
You know,
Yeah, she's gotta be like double reactive or something. She's like droopy. There's like, sorry. But she feels like dense energy. I feel like this is like gut dense. I don't know. By the way, you're not droopy. Just so you know.
Not yet.
You age into your psychic Sylv era.
That's, I mean, it may be down here. You never know.
The next.
Jennifer and Bruce Willis are expecting their second child. First one was a girl, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the second one's a girl too.
Oh, really? You think
She's
they're
right.
actually gonna have the 6 kids they
She
said
got
they
that one
had?
right.
So you think it's a good marriage?
No.
Like, I am not laughing.
I had a lot of kids. I didn't have a good marriage. A lot of people.
This is why I love her. I forgot that she's like this.
Good marriage. I think that let me preface it by saying that I think it's a good marriage for now.
She's fun to watch, that's for sure.
She's such a bitch.
Have is now, but in the long term.
Or it's like maybe SPSX is what's kind of seeming 4-ish or 7-ish or something.
Social blindness seems pretty likely.
Yeah. There's just something, it's like again, like I don't get SX, but it's like she seems just not socially.
She seems very hopelessly herself, always.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Hopelessly herself.
Like she can't ever be anything else. She can't fake it.
Beautiful. That's how it should be.
No.
Yeah.
Now, Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold. From what we understand, they're going to attempt artificial insemination.
This is really funny.
She has a line that she can't use.
I can't, but a bubble.
Those nails.
The bubble that you never say, this bubble that appears, is even God is saying, woo! No. Anything worse.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like either she's like SPSO like 874 or she's like SPSX something 8 something. I don't even know where 8's. I just feel like she's an 8, but I don't even.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
It's just like this complete embodiment of I don't fucking care.
I don't see 6 though. I just don't.
No. I feel like there is extra reactive, so it'd be kind of hilarious if she is 4 fixed. Her outfits are so horrific, but I almost wonder if it's like her. I mean, she could be. It's so weird. But this.
I wonder if she could be a 8-5. 8-5, maybe.
Huh.
Just like her abstract ideas and thoughts.
Oh. I wonder if, but I don't know if an 854 would be like into doing all these talk shows and like getting embroiled in people's.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe 8-7 then, and
Sometimes
then the four wing 5 then.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, she does kind of have like that swamp creature thing of like 8, 9, 4, 5. I'm dissing myself. It's whatever.
Not a marriage made in heaven either, huh?
Oh, there's such a place as hell.
Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
They're cute, and I think that they're fun for each other, and I think they're going to make it. And I'll tell you why, because she's a real strong woman.
Well, they didn't
And I
make
think
it.
he is a strong woman. I think
You were
that's
wrong.
gonna be good.
Also, he's like so obviously gay and she's his beard. Anyways.
Good, because she's got the strength, because he's got that sort of charming little boy way about him. He really does, and I think she's good for him, and I think she'll whip him into line.
Kiefer Sutherland and Julia Roberts.
Yeah, well, he can't quit philandering. And
I love how she's just sitting up here and they're asking her, tell us the secrets of the stars, and she's just making shit up.
On the fly, yeah.
Because yeah, I don't think she could be 873, and I don't see a 2.
Yeah, definitely 4.
I feel like she is an 874. I love this so.
Yeah, I think so too.
This is
I was
making,
throwing 5 out there for a second, but I'm like, yeah, 7 for over 5.
this is like making me so happy. And then she'd be 974 adjacent, which makes sense to me with her like whole psychic thing. Like, I don't know how long does this go on for? Do they just keep asking her to like peer into the personal lives? Oh no, wait, is this somebody actually asking about themselves or?
just now coming upon this. So when she saw the tunnel and somebody waving at her, she said, woo! But if we saw the tunnel, let's go. So we know about it. Yeah, it scared her to death. She'll come around to it, though.
Do we have a choice in the tunnel?
Sure we do.
Do we?
I did. I died at 40.
Yeah, you know, I could see SPSO 8 wing 9. It's like this kind of matter-of-fact way she has of talking.
Now, you know what? Everybody thinks that
Everybody's
like
gonna be
kings, queens.
Cleopatra, George Washington. I've been in this business 70 years, 53 years practice.
So I guess like maybe it'd be, I wonder if it's even just 7 wing 8 had like 8 wing 9, 7 wing 8. Yeah, 4 wing 5. It's like it's just the most like.
Oh, what did I do?
You have 4.
I have 4.
You have 4.
So,
Some people have 2.
I'm a good guy.
Well, that's angels are really protectorates. You know, there's so many things that people say, oh, well, what the hell do they do? But, you know, I think there's so many things that you're saved from that you don't realize that you were saved from. You know, it's like a near-miss accident, a near-miss fall. They protect you.
So the angels are there, and who sends them? God
sends them. They're from God. They're directly from God.
How? What do you think happens? I mean, you communicate with dead people, right?
Yeah, I do. Sure, I do.
You okay?
Yeah. Well, my ear thing is goofy, but that's all right.
We'll fix it. You communicate with dead people.
Yes.
You do psychic readings.
Yes.
You work with the police on murders and
yes, and I'm on Learning Annex tour.
You tour learning annexes all over.
Right.
What is this gift, and why do you have it and he don't?
I don't know. I guess I was going to say unlucky. I do. And most of the time when I help people, I do, Larry. But yeah, see, I do come from 300 years. I mean, this is absolutely valid. 300 years of psychics. Everybody knows.
300 years? Whoa. Damn. How do you know that?
This does seem less super ego and more just like I'm making shit up about my like mythology. Like, or I don't really want to like answer your question, so I'm just gonna like say whatever I feel like. But I'm sure she believes it, or she doesn't care. Maybe it's
she seems like social blind, like blind to the fact that like no one's gonna believe that, like or think it's outlandish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think like 478 try is sort of a social blind try in some ways because it's like because I also think it's like a playing with reality type, like whatever, who cares? I definitely think 4 wing 5 heart though. Look at her hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
I'm so happy we typed her. This is making me so happy.
As somebody who has 4 ring 5, I'm like looking at my hair, like, oh.
And also she does have like 5 bangs. Like, yeah, I think it's more the 7 just making shit up space.
Yes. And being able to do that well.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Yeah, she does say it with conviction, and she's not doing like the head type thing of like kind of trying things out. It's just, no, it's 300 years of
It's concrete, yeah.
Was a working psychic.
What is this ESP? Is this what is psychic?
I don't know what it
What
is.
do you-
I believe that it comes from God. I think I'm nothing more than a tool by which energy or this thought processes come in. The same as I could never be if I said to you, Larry, why are you such a good interviewer? You'd say, I just am because I am, wouldn't you? See, if you say to me, Sylvia, how come you are? I'd say, I am because I am.
Why don't psychics all get very rich just on daily doubles at Belmont?
Because we can never do anything for ourselves, Larry.
Well, why not?
I don't know. It's like a surgeon.
Book of psychics?
No. Did you ever hear of a surgeon operating on themselves?
No, but if I were a psychic.
It's like, I know she's dropping 9-isms. I think it's wing 9 kind of stuff though, because she just does not seem like
dreamy. She has so much 4 vibes though. Yeah, I like it. Just to give you that quirkiness in there.
Yeah, this is definitely not 3 image.
No, oh no way. 7 wing 8, yeah.
Yeah, 7 wing 8. Yeah, it could be. I was flip-flopping. I'm like not sure. Because she has a lot of like nutty stuff, but she seems so just like, she does seem very gutty. Oh my
She
gosh.
does, yeah.
But that was her son. Oh, that's right. She had some like weird relationship with like her son. Didn't she live with her son or something? Oh my god, oh my god, we didn't even sorry, I won't make you stay around for all this, but I'm like, I forgot she had like a weird relationship with her son. Oh fuck.
Oh man, that makes it even more like, dang. This guy, he's like swept along with it probably. Pulled into her orbit.
I guess I'm just going with SPSO because it's like, yeah, she seems social blind, but she doesn't seem like she has any sexual, so I don't.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't seem roiling enough either. Like there's not enough grimy. I mean,
And she's got the sexual nails.
No, you're right. I want to just say, like, I don't think an SPSX would be this much of a like TV show hoe though. She was sued for fraud and grand theft. I love that.
Oh, Wikipedia page. Oh.
She was married 4 times.
She was married. I can see that. Yeah, 4 times. Dang, like you didn't learn like the first 2 times, you know? Just try and marry John like close.
After Lives of the Rich and Famous. She writes about celebrities, but only the dead, only their death. Okay. Okay. Sylvia Browne, Psychic Sylv, 8 wing 9, 7 wing 8, 4 wing 5. What a delight.